Hey everybody, Matt here, and I've got today's devotional for you. It's titled See a Victory, and it's actually a message that I brought at a prayer meeting a few weeks back now, but I wanted to share it with all of you guys as well. So one of the ways God speaks to me is through music. Now I know this may come as a shock to some of you, but it's true. Most of the time it's through worship music, but it could be through any song as well. So in late 2019 and 2020, there was a song that started to become pretty popular called See a Victory by Elevation Worship. Now, when I first heard the song, I thought it was okay. It's got a pretty good tune. The lyrics are decent. The battle belongs to the Lord. Maybe there's someone out there who needs to be reminded of that. So I tucked it away and I thought, okay. And I really didn't think too much more about it. Shortly after in 2020, COVID hit and everything was turned on its head. After about going a few months trying to understand how we live in this new world and how we interact, God brought that song back into my life, and He really started to speak to me through it. In particular, there's a line in the bridge that says, "You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good." As I heard that, I thought, I think there's something prophetic here. What's God saying to us in this? And what does God want to speak to us about? And so the more I dwelled upon that, the more I could see that theme was again reiterated time and time again through the scriptures, Old and New Testament. You can see in Genesis 50:20, where Joseph says to his brothers who had sold him into slavery, he says to them, "As for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring about that many people should be kept alive." More so, you even see in the New Testament that Christ, through his life, he was sentenced to death and murdered on a cross. But through that, God did the most restorative, amazing act through all of humanity and brought Christ back from the dead. He is alive, he is a living, and he is with us now. It is just this ultimate act again and again. What the enemy intended for evil, God turned it around and made it for good. So what is that? What is God telling us in our church in this time as well? I believe looking at the past summer, you see a couple things start to emerge. As COVID hit, we were forced to shut down for a little bit. But then we had opportunity to socially distance and meet outdoors. Those were really sweet, spirit-filled times, great moments. Then as we came through the summer, as we're migrating into the winter, it was starting to get cold. So we were thinking, okay, we got to go inside. We still want to be socially distanced. This location in Somersworth opened up to us. Now, we had been planning to plant a church north of the river, but God completely accelerated the timeline here and did it in a way that we had no clue he was doing. God's hand is at work and he's mightily moving. As we're coming through this situation now, we're not fully through it. There's still a lot of woods to go through here, and I believe God's going to see a victory even greater than we can even imagine right now. I'm interested to see how he's moving and what he's going to do in the future. So I know I'm not going to probably do it justice, but I want to play you guys this song. Additionally, if any of you out there listen to music and you're hearing something and God's speaking to you, I'd love to hear it. Send it on my way and we can take a listen. Here you go. The weapon may be formed, but it won't prosper. When the darkness falls, it won't prevail. 'Cause the God I serve knows only how to triumph. My God will never fail. And I'm gonna see a victory. And I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle what the enemy meant for evil, you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You take what the enemy meant for evil, you turn it for good. You turn it for good. And I'm gonna see your victory. And I'm gonna see your victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. And I'm gonna see your victory. And I'm gonna see your victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. Amen. We'll catch you guys later.